Hello beer fans, it's another collaboration beer today, this time from North Brewing in Leeds and Parrotdog in New Zealand. It's a double dry hopped IPA and it's 7% ABV. Let's crack this fella open, let's see what it's like, shall we? Hi there everybody, welcome to Tony's Beer Reviews. Yes, from North Brewing and Parrotdog in New Zealand. North Brewing, I've got a bit of a soft spot for North Brewing, I don't know why. I think it may be partly because every time I seem to have one of their supermarket beers, they're always really very good. I mean, Lost Cosmonauts was probably one of the first IPAs I ever had, and certainly one of the first I think I reviewed on this channel. And that was an absolutely fantastic beer, and it just seems every time I pick up one of their beers in a supermarket, they turn out really rather splendid. This one is slightly different in that it's not a supermarket beer. Oh no, I got this from a bottle shop. So I'm just interested to see what the difference is. Like I said, when they do supermarket IPAs, they're very good. So I'm interested, you pay a little bit more obviously for getting them from a bottle shop. So it'd just be interesting to see if there is that much quality difference, I suppose, between the two types of retailer they bought from. The head is looking really creamy on this one. Now, I thought I'd had a beer from Parrotdog, but I've had a look in my Untapped and I can't see one in there at all. It's another one. It's another, like the King Jabbar I had tried yesterday, another very hazy IPA. That was another bottle shop one. It's a beautiful, hazy, straw coloured beer. Beautiful, creamy white head. Looking good. Let's get the aroma, shall we? That is nice. You got that sweet malt in there, sweet fruit. Punchy, tropical aroma. Some pineapple. A little bit of mango. Stone fruit, lots of stone fruit. It's a very aromatic beer compared to that. I said this in the review yesterday, and I've said it a couple. Compared to a supermarket beer, this one's whacked up to number 11 on the old volume control. It's that sort of punchy. There's a little bit of pineness in there as well. It's that sort of lovely punchy aroma. Smells good, looks good, smells good. Let's taste this fella. Cheers, everybody. Oh, wow. If the aroma was dialed up to number 11, the flavour's dialed up to 15, 16. So it's double dry hopped. So just for recap, so there are people watch these that don't really, like I didn't understand any of this when I first started out on this journey. So double dry hop. So you ferment the beer with your malts, your yeast, and your hops. Then once you finish fermenting it, whatever it is, a week, 10 days, 2 weeks after you start, it's finished fermenting. You're not going to get any more alcohol out of your fermentables, out of your malts. And to get double dry hopped, you then throw in, after fermentation, a load of hops. Now it could be the same amount of hops you physically put in before you started fermenting. It could be a different amount, but that's double it. So you're putting in your technically your dry hops. You're not putting them in wet. You're putting them in, just throwing them into the beer before like I say, after fermentation, and that's your double dry. That's your basically double dry hopping. Double dry hop because you can get more aroma, you can get more flavour, but you're not adding any more bitterness. Hops are like tea bags. That's how I like to think about it. If you put your hops in at the beginning of the boil, at the beginning of the fermentation, you're going to get a lot more of that to your hop bitterness out of the hops you put in there. So if you put it in early, you're going to get a more bitter beer. If you put it in later, you're going to get a less bitter beer. Hope that makes sense. Oh, it's juicy, it's tropical, pineapple, passion fruit, a little bit of mango, bit of peach. It's lovely. This is why, yeah, I was going to go into another speech here. This is why, give me a sec. Supermarket beers are great. They realise. Supermarket beers are convenient and cheaper than bottle shops. I understand that. But I think beers like this is evidence why you can. And I think you should treat yourself every so often. So if you've got a bottle shop near you, go in there. Bottle shop staff, by the way, the guys behind the counter, they know a lot of people are going to walk in that don't really always understand a lot about beer. So walk into a bottle shop, have a little peruse, pick a couple of things that you might like. If you want some advice, go to the bottle shop and ask them. They'll probably want to know your favourite style of beer. This is a double dry hopped IPA, so you can say double dry hopped IPA for a Yorkshire brewer, something like that, and they'll point out which ones are suitable for you. Pick one, buy it, take it home, drink it, and have a lovely beer. You very rarely get bad beers. I would say you very rarely get bad beers from a bottle shop. I can't really think of any bad beers I've had from a bottle shop. I've had some not massively liked, but they're not bad beers. It's not like you know, if you're expecting to get something for the flavour, you're going to get it in a bottle shop beer. Tons of flavour. What can I say? Now I think I'm right in saying this has got Nectron hops in it. Nectron hops are a very, very good dry hop. So when you finish fermentation, they're an excellent hop just to add that extra flavour and that extra aroma without pushing up the ABV or pushing up that bitterness. And so that's what this works really out. I think this is probably this is a hefty dose. Nectron hops deliver punchy fruit flavours. First brewed in 2019 with Parrotdog, when the hops were still known as Hort 4337. It doesn't really tell you anything else about it. It's just a lovely beer. What I would say is these guys have obviously struggled in the past. North Brewing, I think they're still struggling a little bit. I have heard on the grapevine they've lost a couple of staff recently, a couple more staff. So, you know, they are struggling. They are trying to cut costs. So I'm glad I can help them out when I can and buy a couple of beers when I can and say if they are like they are in this case, it's a great beer. It's a lovely beer. It's got a light bitterness, medium bodied, soft, creamy mouthfeel. It's a really, really lovely IPA. Score-wise then, I'm going to score it 9 out of 10. A 9 out of 10 from Andy's Beer Reviews. Thanks for watching. Oh, if you want to try some North Brewing beers and you don't want to go to a bottle shop, it's expensive and it's relatively strong, but you can try Lost Cosmonauts. Or is it Heptagon as well? I think Heptagon should still be in supermarkets. Certainly in Tesco's. that, if I was doing a Supermarket Beer of the Year award, that would have won my award for last year because it was a gorgeous supermarket beer. So you can try lots of cosmonauts. It's a strong beer, not everybody's cup of tea, but Heptagon, really nice North beer brew. Yeah, 9 out of 10 from Hazy beer reviews for this one. Thanks for watching. Comment as usual, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Drink responsibly. Wherever you're drinking, enjoy beers. Cheers.